bana benzaddemu ne besizaddemu nenzija nendetika pikiniwo naddala nga muletisa ebyalaali kati obana body count ekyeyanjawulo nange mba nkutadde ku level mu nange picture ogifuna
no hold up kyogezaako kugamba nti wewegatta ne Myra woba obadde n'abantu 2
naye mba mutadde ku level ya 2 because byonna byenkukunudde mbali 2 mbimutaddemu ofa accidents
really
yeah oba bisirani oba experience
kati kyomanya
experience
tuli ku airdrop
twewa tuli ku airdrop labayo
world it makes a lot of sense
never to spiritual experience yonna gye mbadde mbagazi bali bonna yemuleetako kati kitegeeza nti engeri gyenzanyamu omuzannyo mba mutadde ku level y'abazannyi bali bajambiza
I don't agree with that. It doesn't work like that. Yes, you give her a piece of you, but then you don't give her the 200.
From the 200.
Actually, because the piece of him is from the other 200. And that is what I'm sharing at this point.
Experience yene ya 200 buli kimu kyatu. Kati ng'ovudde ne kwekyo nze simanyi nawe banyumya bintu ebyo kuko nze wange nakugamba nti nagwa ku simu cards nga ziringa 5 mu nsawo ye. Ngenda omubuuzabuuza nga zonna kumpi zimakinga ne body count.
Abyadda
nagwa ku simu card zijjukira edda nga simu card osalanga bw'oyagala.
There
wasn't ndagamuntu there wasn't you buy and put in the phone buy kati ye buli musajja gwe yaletikanga bacyankalana ng'akyakola yalinga eyo mutukula because she was a ghetto girl yava mu ghetto n'atandika okugenda okweyiya eyo neyeyizaako ne mu bubaala eyo buli gwe yakulanga mu bbala ng'asengukawo ng'ajjako ne layini yakulanga bwe yabananga n'omusajja afumbiddwa ennaku 2 ng'ajjako layini because nina be namala nenzisaamuuko layini nebaako abakuba abali recent ab'emyezi ng'omukaaga emeka ne bumessage obwali busitaako kati simanyi ono body count ngeri gye yagitegeera kyokka noli gwe nkugamba yabitandika yava ewaka around 16
n'atandikira
kati kitegeeza ogenda okweza 25 kati no bangi betulina body counting erinamu 80 and they are happily married waliwo neya atya haki ekitiisa kiri bwe kiti nze saagala kuwasa mukazi fala gwe batannaletika aba akubagana mangu
ayaka nnyo
bwalaba yali mutimbalandi empyala alowooza mbu bwalaba obugambo walaba obugambo obuwomereza obwa Patrick I want to marry you
Patrick omumanyi
aba yakabuulira niyo omuntu gwe bakwanye she's now sinitolo ojja n'akamotoka ab'obumotoka kwabo 50 ab'obumotoka bakamukwananga 17 aba 6 packs bakamukwananga 6 abakka Kilipina eriyo beginning awo yawawulire nakwanisanga kakilipina nga kyenjogera ku beginning
oba kakilipina
njogera ku beginning you know what
so, Pamela do we believe that somebody who has been with over 50 men can settle because ekintu ekimu ku Joshua kyatya ku Claire agamba nze ndi wanjawulo kyokwawukana ku bana abala bonna babadde nabo am I going to make her settle and you know the saying that goes that once are always are
baraka
yes, Pamela.
Yeah, I agree with Myra that body count is not a question that is very relevant in this time and age.
Yes.
However, there are men who want to know it because of their own reasons, like the way Joshua wants to judge. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That girls, when you get that kind of a guy, you should never actually. We are supposed to lie to men about most things that are
just
very
like
personal.
the way they lie to us.
Very personal things in our lives. For instance, let me just go as far as you have family wrangles. I'm not in good terms with my mom. Don't tell a guy. Don't tell a guy about your past relationship, how the boyfriend used to beat you. Don't tell him. Okay, don't tell him about your body count. Lie to him. If you had 50 guys, tell him you had 10.
Or
yes.
3
or even
5
3
you can
or
even
2.
say 2.
Please lie to him because a man will always judge you.
But then,
it doesn't matter
if you've been with Detacher, and then I come into your life, and then at one point in life something ended between you and Detacher and you did not tell me. There's probably there's always something that happens and then I get to know and then we are serious in a relationship. Doesn't that affect our
that is in the past, you
listen
guys.
And those are the few going to know.
Yeah, and those are the few. It
Those are the
didn't
few.
count.
We will not get to be in contact
with the 50.
With the 50. Probably we may even meet with only 2 or even none of them because there are, I don't know, a lot of
But I
people
know
in the
kulimba
country.
kuno. There wasn't
Just the
anything.
two
I
of
didn't
them.
even.
Yeah, there wasn't anything.
There wasn't even Kalipa.
Serious.
Nothing
Like,
happened.
I
It
didn't
was
count
just
it as
starting.
a relationship. Like we just met, went out on a few dates, and but for me, my concern is the age. That's why I asked you.
Yeah,
the
25,
age.
yes.
Because a girl who is 25 years cannot be very sure that now I am done. I've met Joshua, and he's the right guy for me. She's still learning herself. She cannot say that I'm settling. If maybe we're talking about like a 30-year-old, or
Pamela, I
maybe
disagree with you.
32-year-old. But a 35-year-old girl
At 25,
at
yes,
20
she's 25.
Yes, the 25-year-old girl cannot say that I've met this guy and this. And then it's a concern because you should understand why has she had 50 guys. If the story is maybe she used to sell herself, makes sense. But if she has had to move through these guys as
relationships,
dating, talking
yes,
stage,
yes,
and
yes.
she's having it with all these guys, then it's a concern. Because tomorrow she's going to have a crush on a guy, maybe at work.
And
or
bounce.
Maybe, yeah, then she's like, but I've done it with 50 guys, so this doesn't really matter anymore.
And you know
I
what
can
they
just have
say,
it and
if you move from one relationship to another and move from another to another,
Yeah.
it becomes easier for you
Yeah.
to let people go. Myra, why do you disagree?
I disagree with the fact that a girl of 25 can choose to settle. Even at 20, even at 23, we've
20
seen
you get a
girls
coin,
settling.
Yes.
No,
she
seen
can-
girls
she can
settling
settle.
at 20.
She can settle, but
At
not
23,
Mm.
you may find at 25, like 50 guys is a lot. Like she has seen it all.
Yakowa.
All she wants is to settle with someone. It is very possible. It's like saying, it's like how guys say, "Mbo, if you meet a woman who has like who has a kid, it is so easy for them to settle. If it is easy for someone to settle, I know, man, why isn't it easy for someone who has had it all? Like, she has seen it all, she has suffered. Like, sleeping with 50 men is not a choice someone can make freely. That's a lot of
There
suffering
has to
you've
be
been
something
through.
that pushes
Yes.
it, yeah.
So by the time she says, now this is the person I want to settle with, she can really settle.
Joshua
I
already
don't think
knows.
look anywhere
Joshua
else.
knows the body count. So what is the way forward now?
Yenzo oyo
Yes,
mba
yes.
mutya mwana oba teweekakasa
Yes, you
bambu
have to
gy'olina
fear
zibambu ezakayita wadde batulimba mbu era sitiste simanyi biki naye zibambu eziba zirwanidde awo ogwa mu kinnya kya mpompogoma oluganda bagiyita mpompogoma ogwa mu mpompogoma naye nze kyemmanyi kiri kimu aba yeekyawamu kaba takyalina kati fe abasajja olaba kyova olaba nga nsiiba mpagira nembaga nti abasajja newayenda tewali nnyo buzibu fe abasajja even if you've had many girls tokoowa mbu kati I'm fed up with love, I'm fed up with the women naye abakazi bo bakoowa n'abeera awo nga love eri erinakyo emotions zaabwe ziri ezirwanidde nga kyavaamu kati
It
nga
can
naye
come back
nga
if
naye
it- if she
afuuse
gets
nga
someone
musajja
else that can
otegera
trigger it.
nga naye alina lasti alina bikyagamba
Kadde takyankalya.
ako nkalya
sex doesn't mean anything
Eh,
now.
It's just a game.
Sierra X-ray. So Sierra X-ray
I hear you, yes.
erina kubanga ku mukazi ng'akyagifiiri ng'akyagirwala ng'ekyeddeeyi nga teyafuuka nga ffe basajja mbu wano ndeetika mwana okola
Definitely.
ffe abasajja tetukoowa
You know what they say? A woman's treasure is her body. Like that's why among the many things she has to offer, it's her body. So if your body has been accessed by people over and over again, the man who is coming into your life, who is valuing you so high up there, is looking at you as somebody who is very accessible.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, newaba akwagala atya kabeeramu nti this
yakola atya mistake
kibadde gye. Exactly. So now the question is, how do they move past this? It has happened. Kitegedde. Does the relationship move forward,
That's
or
all. That's
Joshua ayite mwaka
Trust
10?
is broken.
0707102102. Do you think that relationship is done,
Well,
or magezi kigowa
the
Joshua? Yes.
relationship zembaddemu omukazi bw'omusanga bamuleetise oyinza okwerimba wano nti omusonyi naye buli omuyombamuko kyomugamba
Yeah.
buli lwonyigamuko kyojjogera ati omukazi gwe baleetise abo bonna olaba omukazi ofuna omanya x-way buli omuyombamuko naga kati bwe gayo oli yali akusuza mukazi gwe bwe kati naye oyagala kummanyiira because okitegeera
Yeah.
Men judge
oba
a lot.
oba bwe mukolamu ka violence katono awo muyombyeyombyemu like pushing yourselves ebyo
Like
ebyabagala
what?
okwesindikasindika ebyo
This is no ordinary discussion. This is the Red Seat mu mid-morning tukone. Zina. Waliwo weebuuzizaako engeri y'okukulakulanya mu bizinensi yo naye nga tomanyi wakutandikira. Okimanyi tuyinza okuba otuuse ku buwanguzi. Weesabire looni okuva mu Numida ne bakugonnomolako miliyoni za Uganda 10 bwentu. Tuli wamu nammwe abeeyiya nga bamakanika, ababotiiki, abalina ebintu bye mwekolera, aba woteeri, ate ng'okusasula kwangu nnyo. Okusasula okuva ku nnaku 15 paka ku nnaku 6. Okulakulanya bizinensi yo kati kyangu nnyo. Genda ku Presto wakati onoonye Numida osabe looniyo okulakulane. Tukubire ku noti 8 M00 240 oba ku WhatsApp ku 0787 569 03 oba tukyalireko ku mutimbagano gwaffe ogwa www.numida.com. Numida kulaakulanya bizinensi yo.
Abawi b'omusolo nsaleesalewo okusasula omusolo asembedde. Sasula omusolo gugerekeddwa ng'ennaku z'omwezi 3 Juni 2025 terunnatuuka. Weewale okuweebwa engassi n'ebibonerezo ebirala ng'osasula mu budde. Tolwawo, kikoleko kati. Kubira URA ku ssimu etali ya kusasulira noti 800 277 oba ku WhatsApp noti 772 4 0000.
Thank you for paying your taxes.
Welcome. What's our topic today?
Kutambulanga kinnawolovu.
Beera mu kirasi. Promotion ensinga obunene ey'okuddayo ku ssomero. Beera mu kirasi. Tamutu ekomyewo.
Bw'ogula ebizigo bya movie gya mutwalo 1.5 owangula soap dish. Bw'ogula ebizigo bya movie gya mutwalo 2.4 owangulako bucket oba benson. Ate bw'ogula ebizigo bya movie gya mutwalo 4.5 owangula school bag n'ebirabo ebirala bingi. Movet okwekakasa k'olunaku lwonna.
Business is a numbers game, so when growing your business is your number one objective, at KCB Uganda, we've got a number of trade finance solutions. Whether you're looking for local or cross-border trade finance solutions, looking to increase visibility or manage risk, there are a number of trade finance products available. From bid bonds, performance guarantees, advanced payment guarantees, retention money guarantees to payment or supplier guarantees and standby letters of credit. From local purchase order financing, certificate discounting to post-import loans and commodity financing. Enjoy unsecured facilities, competitive rates and multiple repayment options. So, if you're in the agriculture, trade, manufacturing, construction, or energy sectors, with our trade finance solutions, growth is just a conversation away. To speak to any of our advisors, call or WhatsApp us on 0757 378 603 or email us on contactcenterug@ug.kcbbankgroup.com. KCB Bank Uganda, for people, for better.
Tunyumye kumanya gwani erinnya lyo nga we bali kweyita okonekitinga mwana ng'eringa password ya wifi ey'obulamu bwo. Kati nno sharecock ekomyewo gwe ne bagayibo musobola okwefunira kooko ng'aliko amannya gammwe. Erinnya ly'okuba ku kooko si linnya bunya wabula vibe y'amannya gye musobola okukwatanga hashtag ne mugibunyisa emitimbagano koso taginga bakyalibo ne bagaya abaakakufolowinga ne bali abaakufolowinga edda awo n'olyoka obabuuza ekibuuzo semabuuzo. Abaayi ani gwe munaagabana naye kooko wamu?
Esawa etuuse abanene bakabe, esawa etuuse abagoba bawangule, esawa etuuse hakuna mchezo, esawa etuuse hakuna matata.
Sizoni y'omupiira wetuuse yavaawo mpitewo enjovu enaasobola okubikola oba Liverpool akitwala ne Man City egamba teri gye kiraga. Abalala beesibidde mu Europa, abalala batugamba mu Champions League. Bino byonna osobola obbimanya nga bw'owangula mu kitundu ekisembayo ekya sizoni eno ne Kagwirawo Sports Bet kwali ku Airtel nyiga star 185 star 5 star 3 star 2 oba ku MTN onyiga sitemu 65 star 4 star 6 star Nyahash oba website www.kagwirawo.ug.
Welcome back. It is the Red Seat.
Yeah. Mid-morning to Kone every Wednesday, sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
Claire Ainemia Kabiri Mwetano, she's been with over 50 guys. She's dating Joshua, who is 28. I had a sit down with them on Monday. Joshua feels like chintu chinzo obutagwa bulungi atandise okufuna mu okutya.
That's all kimala je tugenda mu
not musanvu emonoti biri. Should body count really matter? Let me get some feedback from you. Those of you that are watching on Galaxy TV, tunyonye ku YouTube and leave your comment. This is Galaxy, the Red Seat.
Good afternoon, guys. This is Julie.
Yes.
So what I needed to say is Natasha was right at the first, because when you sleep with someone spiritually, whether they are virgins or not, you take half of what they have and they take half of what you have to make it a whole. Sex is not just entering and everything, it's a bit of bonding. And another thing, sex is never the basis of marriage and settling and everything. Men look for peace of mind, women look for how they are comfortable, comfortability.
Totally agree.
To be exact. and no one is perfect. Buli mwalina date ze yakola what people started making love in primary and secondary. They are now that now you expect that person's body count to be 4. That is again a big mistake. So what to do here? You just need to see the good in person and that someone. You work towards perfection. Like we did this in the past. Let's start a new chapter. You open it and you write what you want that chapter to look like. You know? That's all I can say.
Thank you, darling. Chikumgamuza Big Galaxy FM Kodi.
Good afternoon, Galaxy.
Yes.
This is Tapista.
Yes,
There's always a reason for everything. You people are talking about that girl who is 25. Me, I'm reaching 22 in June. I'm still 21 years. And I already have the memories of 53 men. So
she's 21 yakabera n'abasajja atano mu basatu.
Abaana ennaku zino batulimba n'emyaka okimanyi ng'abawala ennaku zino byagamba basala emyaka. Abaana ennaku zino tebagyongeza. Abaana bw'osanga mu mabalo gano mugane mwana oli muto lwaki onneesibako. Ani akulimba? Nza mu 23. Kumbe wa 19. Ninga yategeera dibberi yategeera ddala ifu yategeera biki abaddeko muziva muno dda muno abaddeko muzaani.
Teri kintu kirumanga kubeera na mwana probably you know you're starting a relationship omusajja omukulu n'ayitawo ng'omusajja asika ne taatawo n'akugamba oyo nno naye oyo naye kwali ku lukalala.
But I feel like girls just get
you
so extremely comfortable.
But is it wrong telling your man?
It is wrong because he's going to judge you either way. There's nothing good that is going to come out of you saying the truth about your body count, about someone you've slept with, more so if you're telling it to the man you actually love. Because they're going to see you different. It's not going to remain the same. And my issue is unless Joshua is telling us for him his body count is 2 or she's the first person, because you also consider that before you judge the person you're judging, look at the people you've had Kalipa with and you're not with them. You as you. You also count on their body count. Aizo better with 50, but aizo better with 50, but at least they are contributing to body count and they are not with them. So if you choose to be with someone, you also have a history. They have a history. Let the history
so
stay
in your
the
opinion,
history.
we do not talk about body count ever.
History that concerns Kalipa with other people, don't talk about it. Now that they have talked about it, they need to understand.
Can you imagine what happens when they are together in the bedroom? He's picturing other people.
Other
He's
people.
like, am I? Animba.
Sikola bika klipina mba manyika ti amono other boys gundi. I'm doing whatever past year. Alabayo. Nega di gundi. Body count ya DJ ni mulinzo kuberi meka.
Allah akbar. Ngatubala 2025 yoka oba
ngatubala zono kuva kwa munishi yokuva
oyo muka. Pamela, there's something you're going to say. Yeah.
Me, I'm disagreeing with Myra because okay, body count is a no-go zone. Girls should not be telling guys such deep things. However, if a guy, you cannot sit with a guy and say, even you have a past, even you have girls you are, doing.
You may not say
no, you can't level up with a guy when it comes to body count. There is no way you can say, okay, for me I have 50, but for you have 100. So it's because for me, no, there is no argument, there is no discussion in it.
Yes.
Because men are hunters.
Yes.
Men are possessors.
Yes.
As in, I want to possess this woman, but I also want to feel like I am among the few people that has been able to know her properly.
Exactly. So that leads me to the next first land. Yes, please. First land. Or you're done.
So I'm just saying that this whole argument we are talking about Kalipa being very vital as an issue in a relationship it's true. It kills the trust because now Joshua will never trust his woman. Secondly, Joshua cannot even sit with his brother and trust his brother around this woman because this woman, to her even,
is loose.
Yes, she's loose, and she's loose because even Kalipa doesn't mean anything
to her anymore.
It doesn't mean anything because she can go to the loose and she meets a guy and she likes him and
And
has
they
it
can't
doesn't
watch
mean
it.
a
Bend over.
thing. Yeah, bend over. Then tomorrow she goes back. It's true, Joshua is the guy of her dreams.
Yes, yes.
Because he takes care, he provides,
provides
he does
his- yes,
all
yes,
those things.
yes.
But for her, priority now, Kalipa is not a priority. It's not a key thing in her life, which means she can have it anytime.
Anywhere with anybody.
With anyone.
There's
And
no value attachment
yes, so
to
it can continue happening while they are together.
So that-
Yet
Do you
men
guys believe that someone can actually change?
That
Yet-
was going to be
no.
my question. Is
Yes.
it possible for someone who has had pasting eya Claire okubanga
asobola,
ebintu
asobola.
yabitandika ku myaka emito neyegatta n'abantu bangi alina emyaka 25 yakegatta n'abasajja 5? Do you believe that she can actually change and settle?
This is what I'm looking at, you guys. Change and settling is one thing, but giving out Kalipa is another thing. So now, in such an instance, we can't put the two together because she will settle with you, but she will still give out Kalipa.
But she
You
can
get it?
settle with you and choose not to give to give Kalipa to anyone
Those are on
else.
very rare occasions because if she has
It is
been
very
open,
possible.
if she has been open, she has had this with this number of guys
One thing,
at this age.
one thing
for
I
her, it
know
doesn't
about
count as a very
relationships, I
important
hear
thing.
you. One thing I know about relationships, there's always that one bad season
Yeah.
where muyombyemu, you can't stand each other. In that moment, somebody who has had a history of being
50.
of
Yeah.
being loose, fight because she has moved on over and over again.
Yeah.
She has moved on over 50 times. It's very easy for her to sleep in that moment
Yes.
and sleep with another man.
Yes, and
To
it means
slide-
nothing.
Yeah.
Now,
It
there's
means
something you
nothing.
people are misunderstanding.
Yes.
For these 50 people, it wasn't moving on and moving on. If you heard her story well, it wasn't that she tried this one, it failed, she tried the other, it failed, she tried probably some of them. I believe there had to be some
Concurrently.
sex working there, some work, some business going on there.
Some
bad
transactions.
business.
Yes, some
whole
transactions,
business.
not really a relationship. And there are times when someone is totally tired of something and they can't see themselves get back there.
Exactly.
They can't even trigger that.
Totally agree.
And they've chosen to live to take another direction.
Totally
and they can
agree.
live to that. It's very possible not to sleep with another man again.
Okay,
obadde
but yes,
okimanyi nti
yes,
n'abaana
yes,
baffe
Dita.
bana bayimirira ku street aba ne boyfriend
Some of
Eh,
them,
aba ne
Yeah,
boyfriend
some of them are
Baneko.
married with kids. Yeah.
abalala balina
Forever
abaana
wives.
abalala balina abalala ne boyfriend wakimanyi
Hey.
tuba nabayo era nagamba mwana olupikini lwange olulabika okuba nga lwerya mwana lulina engeri yerubulamu awo nedda
Saate second.
eri abo saate sekendi awo era leero mbayiseeko awo ku makya nga nzija no ku 11 jukira nze ndi journalist mba neetegereza nemba nga asibaasiba mukayo mmotoka
ne bajja ne bagamba mmeka.
nenda balingayo abaana bano empewo beefuuye goods empewo tezinyogoza nga zeetaaga okubugumyako
N'ogamba kankwateko kati.
nedda sekamatte ndi journalist nekuba ekitiibwa kya
0707102102 join this conversation. Kati Joshua tumuwa magezi ki?
joshua kyalina okukola tasobola kwerabira kintu ekyo naye wabula waba alina ronga ezaffe ng'asobola okyerabira naga tugende mu maaso agende mu maaso naddala nga naye alina body count eno ng'akoze ebintu bingi wansi lwenzijukira ku byokalagale sex nseka na busisi buli mubyogerako wano mba nkutabire nga nseka because bingi binfiseemu otegera ogenze lyopikini aze ne sisita we operereza sisita we no wabwe bana mukinabi
Va muno, dda muno.
va muno dda muno hashtag si byonna so
But that hashtag thing, you guys should tell us what it means.
Hey, Anna, you don't want to know on air.
No.
We shall tell you off air. Yes,
It's
yes,
extra
yes.
effort put in naye joshua kyemmanyi tosobola kyerabira omukazi jukira pride eri eyaffe nga bwogimanyi nti kugamba nti alisi tulinga basatu ndi ataano ng'ate gaala ali yagaggambye omanyi waliwo byetuteebereza neno wana ogamba kirabika ndooza nange
You may find
nteebereza
is even speculating. Yangambye kata no ekawali
The wali abalala.
Wali
abalala.
Alabika
Kinaana.
alina. But then let's face it, today this is the world we are living in. Girls start these activities very early, and by the time they want to settle, probably they catch up with them. Should somebody's past really affect their moving forward, or just clear? Yengo muntu yayo chamu okugamba guy. Some people believe in honesty because when they are in a relationship, they want to be in fully. They don't want something from their past to come and hinder the relationship. Because for somebody who has had a body count of yabantunga atano, there's usually baggage from the past. There's usually one guy who wants to come back.
Yeah.
There's usually some wabanga probably aliko combo transaction. There will be a message of banang which atundako. You guys, so she wants to get ahead of the situation to let you know that this was me. This is what I went through. this is not me anymore.
Henry, if Ditacha started off with the spiritual aspect and Myra, Joshua is probably a spiritual guy. If he's asking, his body count means something to him because we carry the demons of people of our past.
Yeah.
So you realize that if he's seriously looking at this girl and wanting to get married to her, maybe that is why it counts for him.
Exactly.
How many guys has she shared herself with, and how is our relationship going to be affected? There are some men who actually even ask, have you been with married guys before? Because they feel spiritually the tears of the wife are going to affect our marriage.
You.
They're going to haunt us and make us unhappy. So there's people who come
For
from
real,
those
that's
places.
the thing.
Yeah, there's people who come from those spiritual places, as in you are now one with 200 other people that you have been with.
My God.
You know you're tied to them.
So
So,
let me understand
curses
something.
they came with, you picked
So
up
if
on
Pamela,
them.
you've been with Ditacha,
Yeah.
and I be with you,
Yeah.
I'm also one with Ditacha.
Yes.
Chikafu.
Soul ties.
That's how
You are
it
tied.
happens.
Your souls are tied.
My
So
God.
some people, they believe that if you're facing things like poverty, maybe bad things are happening,
It's because of that, yes,
that
yes.
effect. So it matters to some people.
Yeah.
However, if you look at it on a plain surface, somebody's past shouldn't be carried forward
Exactly.
unless there are circumstances that are very serious. But you can't always judge people by their pasts. Yeah? Especially with body count. Okay, body count matters somehow, but still, you can't judge.
There's
a
no
guy
one who has
because
zero
people have
body
done
count.
These things. Hey, we have done these things, and there's always a chance for somebody to commit to the person she's
Yeah.
with and stay with them. If sex,
Twa twa.
if to, if dra- okay, it's what I'm trying to say here is somebody's past should not affect how your relationship has been or how your relationship should be, except if it is key priorities for you, if it is a deal or no deal for you.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Joshua, maybe body count is a big deal for him for reasons he knows. Maybe he feels in the future, if he sees this girl going to a shopkeeper and smiling with him,
That is
wow,
definitely
what they-
what is going to happen.
yes, that's what's going to happen.
Definitely. Yeah.
If you okay.
kalolaba nga nze bwe nakola ki bwe nakugamba nti nasulako mu nyumba y'omuyindi eyo nebaayo akazimu akayagala nkaletike nga kayindi
Akazimu.
Eh.
You said you mean a real
Hold
ghost.
up, hold up, hold up.
Mbabuulira.
Mu mid-morning tukone every Wednesday sawa mukaga to 1 p.m.
Embozi gituwe fumita.
Kaakati mpangisa akayumba k'omuyindi nga nkola ku Apex obuyimba bw'ejjinja jjukira okusinga bwalinga mu bayindi baafiira namwe abalala simanyi beeziikamu balina ebintu bye batunyumiza kati neebaka mu kayumba mba naakagwawo ndaba akayindi kajja kalimu deni mu jjiini ya light bulu minimini bweti kayindi kajja kasooba kajja gye nenga ngugumuka nange
Were you high or you sick?
soba nenkeera munange kati kwolwo olwaddako olwokusatu nawooninga nti leero bwe kajja ngenda kakwata nkaletike bwe nagamba nti oba ndi mu kirooto bwekana jjajja nti ngenda kakwata nasaba ngamba nti mukama mpa chansi nkakwate nkaletike bwe kanadda gyendi nga nako kakazi munanga akayindi tekadda
Blood.
So that's why she's a ghost. Oh,
kati mbale njagala kabalira
You've not understood her.
I've not understood.
No.
Chacha.
It was high grade.
This is no ordinary discussion. This is the Red Seat mu mid-morning tukone.
All right, 0707102102. I want to get feedback from about 3-4 people. And I'm ready not to Bidi. This is Galaxy.
Hi Henry.
Yes.
Bichina bro.
Gwangamba.
Asure mwana gogoli fit wamu ne Ditacha Sakalamani. Ono Stephen Namuwongo wano mwana nze ndababulabi nti oyo kugayi mwana ebyo bya bulijjo mwana ate kati kapikini kasobola okumugamba nti no bali ataano kumbe nga kabadde kamukubisa bukubisa gundi tanka mwana agume bugumi naawe ola kati feferi waffe mu kiwuggwe kalagala eri ewaffe twalyanga agali awamu ebyo tebitukanga oteekeddwa guma abeerewo ayagale muntu we kuba kati n'ekintu kyennyini tekikyuse kifa bufi mazzi wali nga kiddawo ku fresh tebimuli ebyo mwana
abaniga obalabye kyeva neyagalira omuniga amanyirokwewalizoni mbukale
wali obaddeko mugali awamu
agali awamu zezimukugulimu ejjinja
Galaxy.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Thanks for the show.
You're welcome, my dear.
I'm Ganda Gamba. bolondola enkoko kyeridde tojjajirya. So in these relationships you should eliminate some questions. Netubivaako bibuuza. Like body counts. I mean, if you know my body count, what next? Apart from these people betumanyi ba Brenda Miles omumanyi buli wamu, but if you find a decent person you like her, there's some questions we shouldn't ask.
I'm going to tell you
So
guys
after
a story.
knowing my body count, what next? Obadonjagadde, are you going to leave me just because you've known my body counts? I thought you were coming for a committed relationship.
Thank you.
But
so yesterday,
50?
Yes. Thank you. Yesterday, nabadde ku TikTok. Ngana TikTok eno eritusula mumbi. Nga scrolling nabadde na mu jam ka traffic kade kakutte. So I'm scrolling. Oba ebera for you page. I don't even know if it was for you. It was just random scrolling. Then I reach on a page of a chick. I don't follow her. I don't know why TikTok brought that person to me. Nga kubo mulanga. Ditacha. Omanyi baita abantu engatto za bbiri waneno zino zanya. Ngomanyi kyagamba. Tutunda.
I think I also saw that one.
You saw her.
Oyo fe tumufollowinga kati bamukuleetedde.
Abagala okugula mujje banange twine ziri bwezi tine. I was like, what?
Neddo manyi lwaki bamukuleetedde? Oyina ba friends bo.
Abamufollowinga ngenda kujja yatalabika gwe
kubanze Patrick Juma
amufollowing
Ayani.
You know she was there yesterday.
Yeah, mboba you pay 12,000 and add to the group.
Mbuyingira WhatsApp group erimu ezabuli chika omutegedde ngobo oyagala mbwa abasajja abagalo. I was like, subhanallah.
Bamukuleetedde bagayi your friends follow her.
But you are in a relationship.
Oh yeah.
Gavune babiri abasemba 07071021 nenya asinga kubatunda ennyanya ate talina nsonya atula bw'ati n'agamba essaawa yonna ndeeta tugenda balage.
Even asks oyina ky'olaba. I see
but when you reach there,
I even wanted to see her. If that's what she does. Like I went to her page and I was seeing the same things again and again. I'm like, God.
Nayenga, does she show the
what?
Hey, what are you makambalo seko buloza kayala na wanga jira mukayala naga. Tubago, we watch.
Yes. Yes.
Ola Mr. Audrey. Omukazi yenna kasaka anagamba ekintu bwekitiibwa ebisinga bakikozeseza kwagala ng'ali ready okubeera naawe obulamu bwe. Teri muntu asobola okugera kintu bwekityo ng'ayagala kukwejja kuja. Ekyo ekintu omukazi agenda okukyogera ebiseera ebisinga aba ayagala kukweyabiza amanye omuntu gwendi naye naawe omumanye kwekuwulira byonna byayisemu lwakuba ffe abasajja abasinga kasa tuwulira ekyo otandika okuggwamu amaanyi mwetegereza ennyo naye ng'ebiseera ebisinga naffe ffenna tuba tulina bye tuyiseemu nga twagala obigezaako tusirika olu nga toyagala bimugamba olowooza aba nakyo naye wakeera n'agamba ekintu bwekityo kitegeeza aba ali ready okubeera naawe. Abantu abasinga bakikozesa ekyo ekintu ng'ayagala setolinga naawe ng'agaawo nga taje naawe wakudda alabire ddala gwakulaba mu future ye ng'akulanga taata w'abaana kati ng'awo takyalina kikwegala kyonna kyazzaako ng'omusajja gwalina okukera kumanya n'akweyabizeeyo byonna. Naawe omusajja era waliwo otuuka ng'owulira ayagala omugaye byonna naye n'ogaa teyeesikeemu naye ate ye wakeera n'agamba ekyo nze amagezi gemuwa abeere naye abeere naye amwagala.
Mukoja Muyine coming in from Czech Republic right there. But also you see, Ngatumariza, as we give our final submissions, abantu abamu, this is how they operate, and myself inclusive. If I have anything that might chase you from me, I want to get ahead of the situation. Nchikugambirawo nga sinaba kweyongerayo
singobo nakigwamu
nchikugamba so that if you stay I know you're gonna stay. If you bounce, I know you're gone. Manyenti ono twalemagana. It's like guys that have kids. Omanyi waliwo abasajja abalimba abaana n'afunanga mayirwa n'atagamba nti nyina toto because probably alowooza n'agamba nti toto ogenda oba n'abasajja abafumbo abamu akugambira nze ndi mufumbo nyina abaana mukazi wange yono onaakiyingira oba tookiyingire. I want to feel like that's also Claire's approach. Yeah, this is me, this is who I, because you see if you say obulamu buno nabikolako sigenda kuddayo, it's a decision that is personal, correct? Tebasobola kukaka if you've decided to change. There are people I want to think and believe that change can actually happen, much as there are higher chances of people who have been ate oteka kuminzana. Who would you rather date? Somebody who has not exploited or someone who has exploited?
Of course, someone who has exploited.
Exactly.
But to what extent? That's the question.
Your exploration ya Johnny Speak. Over Vasco da Gama.
I know.
The Wally World. From Muscat to Oman in Zanzibar.
Okay, but then I feel like she's getting ahead of the situation so that guy, if Joshua stays, he stays. If he goes, if you saw these people's confidence, because I sat with them on Monday, Claire was like, nabikola, but you are the guy I choose.
Ayinza okuba akikola ngero omuvuka wagabe olwa byogera nga agala kubeera naawe waliwo ayinza byogera nga yakitwala nti kiri ize waliwo ayinza byogera okuba akyuse nga yamanyi nti nazo nga bonajja mu kanisa n'obujulizi naloganga nakola kingoyagala to get it off your chest biki waliwo akyogera okuba manyi nti ojja kigwa mu waliwo otuuka nti bakuwa ekiboozi waliwo ojja kitegeera kati waliwo abantu abamanyi nti bwe twekebeza n'omuntu n'abanga mulamu ebisigadde bena sagala kumanya kirungi nti muki mulamu kitegeeza nti emizannyo yonna gyazannya gizannye safely.
Omuntu gwe mbadde njogerako abamulaba nga bangi bagambye mbu akola ne delivery in different parts of
akola delivery
agamba nga tumaliriza. What advice do you give Joshua and Claire? Pamela Isamara Chom.
I can't advise Joshua and Claire, but I'll just speak for the girls and the guys out there. Guys, don't ask a girl her body count. Because if you really love her, don't ask her, because you will judge her. You will never be happy in a relationship. She will tell you, honey, we have a work party and we're going to delay a bit.
And you're like,
a guy will text her and you'll think she's going to tell you someone vibed me. At a certain point when you're angry, you say, I think even the other guy who vibed you, you know, you did. So at the end of the day, you will never trust her with any man, because you believe that she can easily fall back into it when things don't go right. For the girls out there, it's not written on your face that you know you've been with
50 guys.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, the easiest way to certify body count is through kids. You understand? Like you meet this chick, she tells you I have 4 kids from 4 different men. Then now that is the actual body count that a girl is allowed to tell a man.
So what you're trying to say is, if you've been with people and you didn't have kids, they didn't
my
leave a
body
piece
count
of
is
you.
0 at this
And
point.
to an evidence.
There is no evidence.
No evidence in the court.
With no children, your body count is 0.
0.
We shall not allow.
It doesn't make sense for you to say you can choose any number. You can choose 1, you can choose 2, you can choose 3, because there is no evidence attached to it. The legit body count is when there are kids attached that you know.
That is the valid one. That is the one that counts.
You're not walking with it written on your face. So you are allowed to
lie, to deceive.
Yeah, to deceive. But you're also allowed to explore yourself. Yes, you're allowed to explore yourself in that direction. However, carefully, because at the end of the day, we kiss many frogs, but we choose one prince. Now, kissing 50 frogs.
Hallelujah.
Kissing 50 frogs is very wrong. Yeah. When you are giving,
that's a song I'm playing
be
next.
very careful, be very wise, be a little bit restrained when you're giving, because it's not written on your face. No one is going to know. But for your own Pamela, peace of mind,
you are on fire.
Just be careful while you are.
Do you have a man?
Yeah, I have a man.
Oh wow, you are
one only.
I have a man.
Wait.
Exploration. No, we would like you
exploration.
No,
shut up.
Exploration can be one at a time.
Let me tell you.
What I'm trying to say, Henry, is that because you have been with 5 guys and they're all not right for you, don't fear moving on because of the body count. Because you're more afraid of your body count than meeting the right person. That's what I'm saying. And again, I am also saying that when a girl has had over 50 men at that age,
at 25,
it's very Kalipa doesn't mean anything to her.
Yes.
But her priorities are in different things. She
Care,
can have Kalipa
provision.
Anywhere at any time.
And it won't mean there's no value attached.
She can even be in the toilet. She has gone 5 seconds and she has come out.
And twa.
And twa.
Just as we saw
and go back and respect her
As
man.
who?
Just as we saw Nampera doing
Christina. Ngatumaliza, we're out of time. Thank you so much, Pamela. Myra K.
Now, my advice is to Joshua. Because now it's already done. He knows.
Yes.
Here's the thing. He knows himself better than any of us. He knows if he can live with this or not.
Yes.
If he feels like he can't live with it, let him not push it any further. Because it's going to come back again and again. Like Pamela was saying, there's going to be mistrust.
Yes.
He's going to make the girlfriend uncomfortable all the time whenever he's not around her. So he feels like he can't stand it. Relationship.
And once trust is broken in a relationship, it's gone.
Maybe there are things I don't risk. Once a man finds out if I cheat and a man finds out, the relationship is done. Once you're not comfortable with my past, we are done.
So how many times have you cheated?
I've never been caught.
You've never been caught, eh?
But you cheated. By the way, what bakutte. Tekola betugambe ndi body count eraga maybe kubana and the one body count that took your state in US Virginia tumanya nti yeye moizo gati omu gwe nalina paka nakati
but then also remember today's relationships are public. I know this is a conversation probably for another day, but I can go on your TikTok account, on your Snapchat, on your Facebook, Instagram. These days we kiss and tell, because now if you know, probably like me, you're gonna go on you just put Mr. Henry. Stupid.
Si Jojo.
No, but those are relationships, you guys. For men it's different.
No,
a man can have
the show is done.
Le muzungu gwe alina embale ng'okyabona ono ofuna emitwalo 15 ka radio kwaliko embale opepeza n'abagisu kano y'abagisu kabano baddeko n'omuzungu ozofunye purima naye okuvura walina omuwale na mugongo Georgia
how many are those?
Kampala.
1, 2, 3.
Then latest yo